This is Crenshaw, Briggs, and VT. We want the touchdown, we not trying to go for 3. And it's best if you get up out the street, cause them bulls out the pen and they bout to stampede.
Hey guys, welcome to the Texans Fan Battle Podcast. This is the fourth quarter, our new segment that we're doing where we do interviews with players, guests, whoever wants to come on, we'll get them on. Today we got a special guest, but before I introduce him, let me introduce my amazing trio. First off, I got my A1 since day one, Mr. Crenshaw. What's going on, buddy?
What up? What up?
And guys, he's our little big brother. We got Mr. VT.
What's going on, guys? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
And guys, our special guest, if you watched the game last night, that butt kicking we did to the Patriots, you seen this guy flying around making plays. We got Mr. Jacobi Francis from the Houston Texans cornerback. How you doing, sir?
Man, I'm good, bro. How y'all doing?
Doing good. Well, Jacobi, like I said, man, it was exciting to see you. So we got some good questions. I'll kick it off with BT. He has the first takeaway.
Yeah, so the first question I want to ask is, now that you have D'Amico Ryans as head coach, how can you tell us how it changed you individually as a corner, specifically compared to previous coaches and Lovie Smith?
I mean, it's not really much of a comparison. Like, at the end of the day, both of them required us to go out there and do our job, and go out there and just in the scheme and the system and the coaching that we're given. But right now, you know what I'm saying, as everybody's been talking about, like, the energy right now around the team, man, we're all just building amongst each other and having fun out there and flying around. Like, the energy is the biggest thing right now. Like, everybody's out there just having fun. And, you know, so having fun with your teammates, your guys, is going by with the coaching. At the end of the day, football becomes easy again.
All right. Crenshaw, what about you?
My question is, last year you went undrafted. What made you choose the Houston Texans of all teams?
Most definitely. You know, just talking with my agent and everything, just feel like this is a perfect fit for me at the moment. I came here. I had a pretty solid preseason camp. You know, I went practice squad first couple of months, and then I started calling me up. Everything just kind of went up from there. But just overall, it was a perfect fit for me, and I felt like I had a good chance here.
All right. Well, my question to you, everywhere, radio, Twitter, podcasts, us guys are just screaming your name, with your play in training camp. How does that make you feel? Does it excite you, or is it just another day at the office?
I'm not really like a big attention-seeking type of guy, man. I'm kind of under the radar, if y'all can't tell how I kind of talk. But at the end of the day, you know, my biggest thing is I do want to get the respect from my teammates and my coaches first, and then, you know, outside of the building, like that, it just comes with it. You know, I always want to prove to myself and the others around me, like, that I can do what I say I can do and what is expected of me. So at the end of the day, you know, we got them making plays and doing the right thing, and that's what comes with it.
Oh, man, I love it. BT, what's your other one?
Yeah, so we all realize that iron sharpens iron. And when we had Alex Weber on, when we asked him who has shined the most, and he mentioned your name, that's actually how we got in touch with your agent, because he saw the post that I made about what Alex Weber said. He thinks that you shine the most out of anyone he has worked with in training camp. I want to know, what friendly rivalry do you have right now? What receiver to just continue to produce that iron sharpening iron methodology?
And that's tough, man. All our receivers, they are really good competitors out there. They all give some really good work. But I had to say probably between Noah Brown and probably Tank. Yeah. Noah Brown and Tank.
Game yesterday. Tank
Tank.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Between Noah and Tank.
Represent H-Town. Well, I'll go again with my other question. Of course, you went to Memphis. What made you go to Memphis, and Who, in your opinion, is the greatest athlete to come out of Memphis?
Mm. So first, what made me go to Memphis? At the time, I was getting recruited. Coach Mike Norvell was at Florida State now. He recruited me to come in and took a visit there, and I just fell in love with the players that were there on my official visit, and just some of the coaches that he had in as well, and they were some great guys, or great men, I should say, and they taught me a lot on and off the field. They molded me to be a young man that I became to be once I left. And the best athlete to come out of Memphis, that's tough, man. That's tough. We got some great ones. You got Tony Pollard, Anthony Miller. Uh,
Anthony Hardaway. I mean, you got
yeah, you got
you
some
got
guys. You got, what I'm saying? Yeah, you got Penny Hardaway. That's tough, man.
yeah.
It's a lot of names around there. So that's
Yeah.
kind of hard to
And,
say.
and you got Kobe Francis. I mean,
Yeah, man.
you
Of course,
know,
what I'm saying?
you,
Of course, myself. But yeah, I mean, it's so many guys that's come through there that people just kind of overlook. What I'm saying, as Memphis school that we are, but it's a lot of guys that's there. It's a list that can go on and on and on. More than just 3 or 4 people, man.
oh, for sure, for sure. Crenshaw, what about you, man? You got another one for him?
Yeah. You went to Newton High School. Do you know the other Houston Texan that went to that school as well? Well,
I
former
went
Houston
to
Texan
Newton.
that went to that school. Yeah.
You talking about no, big bro. Yeah. I can't remember his name right now. Yeah, his brother was there with me. AK, yeah, AK.
Yeah, there it is. You got it.
AK,
Yeah.
yeah, AK, yeah,
All day.
AK little brother. Yeah, AK little brother was there with me for a little bit. But yeah, AK was there. He used to come by the school a couple times and work out when he was still around a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll jump another one. Everybody watching the show knows this. I'm a big fatty. I love food. So, which one's better, Kobe? Memphis barbecue or Texas barbecue?
Nah, I'm gonna go
Putting you on
Memphis
the
barbecue.
spot, brother.
I'm sorry, but I'm going Memphis barbecue,
Hey,
bro.
all right, all
I'm
right.
going Memphis. I'm going Memphis, man. Texas barbecue is good though. Like I think it just depends where you go. But Memphis barbecue is pretty solid. If you haven't been, you need to go try it, man.
I mean, it's number two on my list. I mean, of course, I'm
So
biased, but I
so
got you.
what you going? Texas number one?
Texas number one.
I'm
I
okay.
mean,
So what's your order like? What you getting?
I'm getting I ribs. I'm a rib man. Like
Okay,
I'm getting a half slab of ribs with some
okay,
Texas toast and a pickle on the side with some spicy barbecue. It's a
okay,
wrap. Yeah.
okay. Respect that. Respect that.
What's your order?
Oh, okay. I like ribs. I probably do half dry, half of them with sauce on them,
All
and
right.
then then the other one probably like a little brisket sandwich or something like that.
All right.
Yeah,
Wh-
I like a little couple burnt ends sometimes too.
What's your go-to side?
The baked beans and probably
Baked
some
beans.
probably baked beans, mac and cheese every now and then, but definitely baked beans for sure.
Yeah, you can't have barbecue without the beans, right?
Yeah, gotta have them.
BT, man, what you got?
All right, so most people may not realize this, but you graduated with 2 degrees, right? One in sports law.
Yeah.
And my question to you is why was it so important to you to hold yourself up to such a high academic standard, even though you're an athlete and now in the NFL? Why was that so important to you? And tell me, what do you see in the future while you're in the NFL? And do you want to use those degrees later in life?
Yeah, definitely. It started with my mom, man. She always pressed the issue to just finish school, just get all my degrees, get all the schooling I can while it's for free. I was blessed to go to school to college for free and get everything I can while I was there. And so I initially wanted to go to law school, but it's kind of hard to balance out both uh, going to law school while playing ball. So I did get my first degree within sports and leisure management, with a minor in sports law. And then my second one was in sociology. So afterwards, I did have a couple of sit downs, and I was actually registered for like pre-law classes, pre-reg classes, but and it was during the fall semester. And once I had got that schedule and saw how everything was going to balance out, I was like, I wasn't going to be able to do everything I need to do with that. And it was kind of like at first I was like, I'm gonna knock it out, but then you sit and look at your schedule, like I got to go sit in court cases and had to actually do certain assignments, and it was like I didn't want if I was going to do that, I wanted to be 100%. So I don't want to have a lot of people who their full time academic requirements is being a law student, and they're putting 100% effort in, and I want to feel there and just putting in 50% and then being the other 50% in football. So I was like, once I do have the time to go. I was able to actually go meet the dean of law school. Her and I, we all sit down, talk. She toured me around the law school building in downtown Memphis, and told me everything I need to do to keep everything up to date with myself. And whenever I was ready to come back and just get to work.
Man, Mama knows best, though, right? I mean, you got to take that advice to heart. Mama always knows best.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely.
Crenshaw, what about you, brother?
I see you off into fashion. So who's the best dressed on the team?
I mean, y'all should already know that answer, man. LT. y'all should already know that answer, man. LT probably take number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then it kind of falls after that. But but not, like I said, LT, and then it's a lot of guys. A lot of guys have like their own style on the team, but I'm not gonna lie, this team right now is full of like different types of fashion guys on the team. You never know what you're gonna get just on a regular day. Coming there with some type of sweats on just on a regular practice day. So, but yeah, definitely LT number 1.
All right. Well, last year against the Washington Commanders is when you first start your first NFL career game in the season. Tell me, were you nervous or was it like, you know what, just another day?
I wouldn't say nervous was the word. It was more like, and I've kind of talked about this before, a friend of mine, but it was more like just trying to get back in the groove because my last game, like official like game, hadn't been since August, the preseason game. Up until that time, until the other game against the Commanders, I had only been just practicing and just going to practice and meetings and just staying in tune with everything. But it was more about finding my routine again for a game day. And once I did that the next week going to Miami, I was kind of back normal and in the group everything. But it was fun to be out there on a Sunday, like it's in a Sunday game and just being able to fly around with the guys and just get that energy back. See how it felt out there and be around them, see how a Sunday game day goes, and just figure out, okay, like this is what I need to do and keep it going from here.
Oh, most definitely. All right, guys. Well, it is the 2-minute warning, so we're going to send it off to BT for the last question of the day.
So this is another fashion question. But since you're so into fashion, what changes would you make to our uniform?
Oh, that's a good one. I want to go red on red, like red pants and red jersey. I like that straight red. But I mean, I don't really think it changes. Just kind of, yeah. I like that like just red color. That's pretty. I like that look. Just that one solid color. Everything else pretty solid though, because it's pretty. I like basic stuff sometimes. Yeah.
Would you go to red helmet too, or just pants
what?
and would you go with the red helmet too?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or just pants?
Definitely. We gotta go.
Everything red.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go red. We gotta go red helmet, red helmet, red jersey, red pants, everything, and you gotta have some red cleats on too.
There you go, man. Well,
Hey,
Kobe.
hey, hold on. Let me
Uh-oh.
throw one. Let me throw a quick one in there. I just gotta ask this.
Penalty.
I know. I mean, I have to, man. I just gotta know who was like your favorite DB growing up that you looked up to.
Definitely. Tyrann Mathieu was number 1 as far as just being like a versatile defensive back. He could play he play anywhere, corner, outside, safety, everywhere. Cornerback, I've always liked Darrelle Revis as well. Darrelle Revis, he was a good guy to watch, just technique wise, man. And then Patrick Peterson as well.
Oh, that's some great ones, man.
Already.
Yeah. All right. Well, Kobe, man, thanks for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure. Of course, we can see you in the preseason game with the Houston Texans. But tell us everyone where we can find you on social media. That way they can check you out.
Most definitely. I'm mainly on Instagram and at COBIIFRANCIS. So it's just Kobe Francis with 2 I's on Instagram.
All right. Well, hopefully next week you get an interception and take it to the house, man. That's what we're betting on.
Those devs, I need that. Appreciate y'all, man.
Oh, yeah, baby. Woo! A little bit. Cole got a little pop to him.
You not really in touch if you not tuning in. This is Crenshaw, Briggs, and VT. We want the touchdown. We not trying to go for 3. And it's best if you get up out the street, cause them bulls out the pen and they bout to stampede.